Welcome back, everybody. Just gonna bring you a little video real quick. Probably not going to be too interesting for most of you, but I just thought I'd do it just for fun. I just got home from work, and this is something I've been meaning to do. I just kind of want to go over my EDC bag. For me, this is just something that I leave to go to work every day. I take this with me. Not really inclusive to the stuff that I actually keep on my person. My wallet, my keys, and all that stuff. But this is just something I take with me everywhere I go. If I go with friends somewhere, I throw this over my shoulder, throw it in the car with me. Go out to eat, anything, I take this thing and just throw it in the back seat and take it with me all the time. This is just something I like to keep, if not directly on my person, at least close by, pretty much at all times, or at all times. There's really no time that I don't have this close by. But I had a smaller bag, and I've been carrying it for a while, and I went in and out of different bags, and I kind of had just outgrown that other bag. It just wasn't quite big enough. So I ordered this one. This one's, it's nothing special. It's a Rebo Tactical sling style bag, so it's just got the one sling. It did have another sling that went across here, so you could, when you slung it over your back, you could put it across your belly area. But I didn't, for my purposes. I'm just going to throw this thing on and take it back and forth in and out of the car a lot and that kind of thing. It's not really going to be used like strapping it down and backpacking a lot with it. So for my purposes, I just wanted a single sling, something I could just really easy throw on my shoulder. Anyway, I bought it off Amazon. I think it was like 25 bucks. I know this thing, it's nothing special. It's not like, the best bag in the world, I'm sure. But for what I'm going to do with it, it's going to do just fine. I've been carrying it for a while. And I've used some of Rebo Tactical's other bags in the past. I have one of their really big bags that I use that I've got set up as a bug out bag, and I've had that thing for a long time and never had any problems. So I saw they had several different sling bags, and this one's kind of a mid to smaller size. It was listed as 14 inches tall and 12 inches wide, and I believe 7.5 inches deep. Don't quote me on that. They had one that was smaller than this. But anyway, I thought this one was going to do what I wanted it to do. And anyway, I haven't had any regrets with that. I really like it. And I bought it in I think they just call this I don't think they call it flat dark earth. I think they just call it brown. So but it's kind of a really dark, flat dark earth. But anyway, that's the bag. As I go through what's in it, I'm just going to kind of show you in this video, what I carry on a daily basis. This isn't a bug out bag. This isn't even a get home bag. I have all that stuff, but this is just my EDC bag. So this is like stuff that I can kind of, in a lot of ways, practically see myself using on a daily basis. Some of it I, probably will never use. I hope I never use. But some of it, is something as simple as maybe like an ink pen. It's stuff that I use a lot. And so that was kind of the mindset I had when I went into setting this bag up. So anyway, let's just get to it. You can kind of figure the compartments out for yourself as I go. As I show you what's in each one. It's got Molly, of course, attachments all over it, just starting on the outside. It came with this real nice American flag patch, and this was just a Punisher patch. I think I got this with my Ear Pro. I usually use the Walker electronic ear protection. I really like those, and some of those come with patches and stuff, and so I just thought it matched, so I just stuck it on there. Wasn't using it for anything else. But anyway, I'll just kind of go through it real slow. Start right here. Right here on this outside compartment, I have got a headlight. And this is, let's see, we got a high, low, medium, strobe, and off. And you can hold the button down and turn it to red and strobe red. Probably can't pronounce it right. Fox Ellie, that's my best take on it. This is a headlight that I've been buying these for a while off of Amazon. They vary, they go up and down, $8 up to like 12 or 13 bucks. But this exact model, I think it's like 170 lumens on its brightest setting, and you can see it's bright. And I have these things everywhere. I have one of these around the rearview mirror of my truck. Obviously, I have one here in my EDC bag. I've got one of these that I've used for years for hunting, walking out at night. They're just good little lights. So I just, that was just a no-brainer, and I like it right there because usually if I need a flashlight for some reason and I don't use the flashlight that I keep in my truck or something like that, for whatever reason, this will be the one I go to first because it's right here. I can just, if I got to change a tire or something, I'm just going to, on the side of the road, I'll just grab this light. So that's it. Runs on AAA batteries. There's some extra AAA batteries. So I'm going to just go through each compartment, and you can just bear with me. Like I said, I know this is not going to be everyone's thing, but I just kind of wanted to show what I carry and maybe give some people some ideas on some EDC stuff. And this side I have something not going to be as much EDC. This is kind of survivalist, but I just couldn't resist having fire starter stuff. So I got cotton balls and Vaseline for fire tinder, striker and flint. Most people know what that is, and then a big lighter. So that's just a little simple little fire kit that I have right there, and everything just fits in real nice. Not necessary really for EDC, but I just think you never know. So I just I like to keep that stuff in there because, like I said, you just never know when something like that could be handy. Anyway, the next thing I have is right here in this front compartment where the flag is. I just have some real basic medical stuff. Like I said, it's not like something you're going to carry into combat. It's not even something that I would carry, camping or something. This is just some basic medical stuff. You just never know. Just some medical tape. Got some triangular bandages. Got a bunch of gauze down in here. Got a tourniquet. Just basic stuff. This is a Band-Aid box that I wrapped in duct tape, and this was my medical kit in my old EDC bag. This was all I carried, was this little box. So I kind of upgraded having a little bit more room and having being able to get all that. But in here, I've got a little roll of gauze. I've got some Neosporin, Band-Aids, some alcohol wipes, and then a little thing of Tylenol down in there. So I was able to add a little bit more medical when I went from my old EDC bag, which was just a little small. I mean, this thing is nothing but a glorified man purse, let's be real. But the one I carried looked like a little man purse. It was just a little black bag. I think it was a pistol bag, actually, designed for a pistol, like a full-size handgun. And I used it as a carry bag. But anyway, so that's that compartment. We'll just lay it right here. I hope everything still shows up good. And then this compartment right here, the one that's got the Punisher logo, just got some different things in here. I've got a multi-tool, Baztec. I think I got this off Amazon. Definitely not a super expensive multi-tool, but this thing man, it feels like a tank. It's actually kind of heavy for what it is, but I think that it's built really well. It's spring-loaded. One of the things that I really like about it is most multi-tools, when you open them up, you have to be careful when you're using them because these will close on you and can pinch you and cut you. Well, these actually lock. So like that thing actually locks in the open position. In this case, it's a bottle opener. And you got a little button back here that you push and unlock it. So, multi-tools just good hand around. Knife, pair of pliers. I mean, you can do a lot of little random things that come along you can fix or get by with just having a multi-tool. So I think I got that off Amazon. So you can look it up on Amazon if you anybody's looking for a cheap multi-tool. I don't remember what I paid for that, but I bet it was sub 20. I think it may have been like 18 bucks with shipping. Anyway, I have a phone charger with a 10-foot cable for my phone, which is a Android, which is videoing this right now, so I can't show you that. I have another lighter. I don't smoke or anything, but I just have that just because. Little knife. I believe this one's a little Kershaw. I've had this one for a while. Just threw it in there. I'll show you what I keep in my pockets too. But that, as my actual, I guess that would be my true EDC because that's actually on my person 24/7. But anyway, that's just a little pocket knife. Little screwdriver. Phillips head on one end, flatheads on another. I get these from work sometimes. They're always laying around, different brands of them. And my dad's carried a little screwdriver like this that swaps heads for my entire life, and he's always seems to be able to fix anything on the spot by just having that screwdriver. So I had to have that. Crazy glue, super glue, because super glue fixes everything. I've got a couple ink pens in here, a notepad. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot this was in here. This is one of those little, I think they call them life cards. Probably never use this, but it weighs basically nothing. But it has a knife on it, a bottle opener, a saw, a little small tape measure, a couple wrenches. I got this with something somewhere for free. It says Ultimate Arms and Gear. I honestly have no clue where I got that. It's got a little paper with a diagram of what everything does. I got that for free. I think I ordered something. It was kind of like a free gift thing. So that's just something I probably don't even need in there, honestly. So I might take that out because I don't want junk in here that I don't practically use. I mean, ink pens, screwdrivers, notepads, you know, pocket knife, phone charger. Those are all practical things in my eyes. Stuff I use, you know, almost daily is sometimes. Rain poncho. I mentioned, you know, if you had to change a tire, having a flashlight at night, or if you had to change a tire in the rain, or help a friend change a tire, or, you know, anything. Nobody wants to get wet when they don't want to be. Let's see, this goes in here. Yeah, and that's all in this compartment. So I'll just try not to bore y'all by me packing it back up. But when I get done with this video, I'll just simply set this where it goes, and it'll sit there. And in the morning when I get up to go to work, I'll pick it up and carry it out like I do every day. So that's all of those, all the kind of small compartments. Now we'll get into the main compartment. So this bag, you know, I know there's better bags out there, but I mean, it works good. The zippers and all seem to be, they're real positive. They don't hang up. You know, it seems to be fairly well built for what it is. I always try to keep some kind of just some snacks. I don't know what I got in here. A protein bar. I'm sure it doesn't taste very good. And some cookies. Sometimes I keep beef jerky, but I have eaten all the beef jerky. I try not to get like survival-ish food stuff, like that food that you can buy like survival food. I have that in like bug out bags, but like I said, this is my EDC bag. I actually want things in here that I will eat. Like I don't need stuff with high shelf life in here. I mean, just anything, as long as it's something that won't melt from the heat, you know, being in my truck sometimes. Because usually I'll eat it. I mean, I might be sitting in traffic and get the munchies and open this thing up and, you know, eat whatever I have in it. It's not a survival bag. It's just a everyday carry bag. So anyway, bottle of water. I usually keep 2 bottles of water in here, but I think I must have drank one because I only have one right now. Paracord, just a roll of 550 paracord. I think that's 50 feet. My flashlight. You know, it's no string light. It's no Surefire. I have string lights and Surefire on some of my guns. You may have seen those in the past. But this is a light that I've been using one of these a while. It's kind of my main hunting light. So when we're hunting, you know, I mainly deer hunt. But when I'm hunting and am successful, and we're getting the deer out of the woods or trailing a deer or anything like that, this is the light that I keep in my hunting backpack. And I believe it's a 700 lumen flashlight. Let's see if I remember right. It's got a low, or it comes on high, low, and then off. Runs on AA batteries. Anyway, I have, I think, 3 of these. I bought this one just as my backpack. I used to only carry the headlamp in my old EDC bag. So by going to this bag, I was able to upgrade to a flashlight. I mean, that headlamp is really great, but this one has a lot better battery life, a lot more luminous, a lot more throw, just everything that you want, you know, in a flashlight. You know, no, it's not a Surefire. It's not even a string light, but I've had, like I said, good luck with the other ones I have, and so it was just good enough for an EDC bag, in my opinion. Toilet paper, that's self-explanatory. You notice it's not a full roll, and the reason that is I wanted one. I got one out of the house, out of the bathroom, so it would fit inside that roll of duct tape, and then I've got a rubber band around it to hold it. But anyway, then I've got a roll of just regular old duct tape. So because duct tape, I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with duct tape. Pair of gloves. These are just some knockoff, hyper tough, mechanic gloves. I think I got those at Walmart, cheapos. I got some zip ties. I had a big bag of zip ties, and I didn't want to put the whole bag, so I just grabbed a handful and then wrapped some tape around it, because zip ties are just like duct tape. I mean, they're handy. I guess you call it my main knife. I got a Mora knife. If you don't know what Mora knives, never heard of them, they're made in Sweden. These things are like cheap. I mean, like, seriously, when I say cheap, I mean they make some that are expensive, but the majority of their models are like sub 20 bucks on Amazon, free shipping, and I mean, they're just great. Now, if this is a stainless one, I prefer the carbon steel one, even though the carbon steel one rusts. It's just the edge on it, to me, man, it'll just hold the edge so well. The stainless model does too, but this one probably won't get used that much. I carry a pocket knife, you know, in my pocket every day as far as the EDC, you know, on my person. And then I got my multi-tool and other things. But anyway, I just wanted a good fixed blade knife. A good fixed blade knife is just handy, and they all come with a little plastic sheath and all that. And then in here, I won't take it out, but you can see wadded up in the very bottom, I've got a t-shirt, pair of socks, pair of boxers, that kind of stuff. I don't have like a full set of clothes in there. You know, just, you know, to have socks and underwear and a t-shirt, I figured that was probably adequate. You know, mainly the main thing out of that I probably will ever use will be the t-shirt. Where I work at, sometimes if I can get stuff on my shirt and it ruins shirts, and sometimes the shirt will literally deteriorate before the day is over, and I like to be able to have an extra t-shirt to change into in my truck. And then inside this bag also, it's got a net compartment here. And then it's got a zipper compartment here. The only things I have in that one is a baggie full of batteries, and that is for the Coleman flashlight. So bear with me. I'm not going to cut this video, so you're going to have to just deal with me packing all this stuff back in here. Like I said, I don't have this bag remotely full. I was really debating on going with this bag or with the one they make that's a little bit smaller. And I could have gotten away with the one that was smaller. The main thing that drew me to this one was I really like these two little side pockets. The other one did not have these. It had these two, but it didn't have this. And I don't know, I just thought those would be useful, and I think they are, because it gave me a place to put my fire stuff, and it fits perfect. And then I was able to put my headlight in here, which is just a really quick access to my headlight. Got one more compartment. I'll talk about that in a minute. I was going to point this out in case anybody's wondering why there's electrical tape on the bag. Nothing wrong with the bag. It had a lot of adjustment strap here to get this. You know, it's got a buckle here for easy on and off, easy off. Excuse me. But it had a lot of adjustment hanging out. So once I got the strap adjusted to the length I want, I cut the strap and burned the end, you know, so it wouldn't fray. And it's got this little slider to hold it in place. And then I stapled it together, and then I put a little bit of electrical tape just to hide the sharp edges of the staple. So there's nothing wrong with the bag there. That was just my modification, and that's why there's tape on it. And then this compartment, I kind of break off from the bag for a minute. My EDC that I carry on my person, I carry my wallet, I carry my keys, I clip on my belt loop, you know, every day. Pocket knife wise, it varies. Lately, for the last few years, I've been carrying this little rigid, you know, lock back knife. Nothing special. I just like something small that I can keep in my pocket. As far as my EDC gun, I carry a Glock 26. Obviously, I swap around on my guns quite a bit. Let me push this to the side for a second. I swap around on my guns quite a bit, and this gun is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and make it safe. Point in a safe direction. But generally, this is my pretty much carry gun all the time, 24/7. TrueGlow TFO sights, you know, yellow in the back, green in the front, and it's in flat dark earth, which isn't necessary. But anyway, then I carry with a 10-round flush fitting mag in the gun, and so that's 10. And then I carry a extra. This is a 10-round mag with a +2 Glock extension, so that's 12 rounds. So I carry 22 rounds. I just carry this mag loose in my pocket, and this mag in the gun, obviously, and then one in the chamber. Then I carry the Federal 124 grain HSTs. My favorite carry load. So anyway, that's my EDC as far as that. My pocket light, obviously, like I said, I just got home from work, so I'm about to take a shower after this video. So I don't have my wallet. My wallet and my keys. My keys are actually right here in the drawer. So there's my keys and my wallet, my pocket knife, and my pistol. Unfortunately, I cannot carry where I work, so I can't actually carry my pistol on my person. And then, oh yeah, the holster, same holster that I've always used is the Fox, Little Fox. Got a separate review on those. Still love these holsters. Still buying them. Every time I come up with a new gun, like I said, my 26 is my main carry, but I do swap around sometimes. So every time I come up with something new to try, I end up buying one of these holsters. I've got tons and tons of these holsters for pretty much every gun I have. Even some big, you know, full size like Glock 17s and that kind of stuff. I still like these holsters. And the way I do them, because I've got so many. See if you can see this. You can see right there, I've got Glock 26. I take my etching tool and just write Glock 26 on there just to keep them straight because I've got so many of them. I do now, in my video I have on these, I'll link it in the bottom, but the clips that come with these holsters are plastic, and they're a little bit bigger and bulkier. They work absolutely fine, but I've now started, when I buy these for like $2 or $3, maybe $4, you can add the metal clip to your cart, and then you'll just have, I put the metal clip on, and I just have the plastic ones laying around for backup. So I got a lot of those plastic ones. But the metal one's a little low profile. It's a little hard to get the holster on and off, but it's much more low profile, and I like it better. But like I said, I can't carry my gun at work, unfortunately. So at work, I can carry my pocket knife, and I have to have my keys for work purposes. So at work, all of this can't be on my person, so it goes in this bag. And I'm going to show you where I keep it in this bag in just a second. After work, all of this goes back onto my person, and then, you know, I go on about my business. Of course, on my free time when I'm not at work, all of this stays on my person, and my bag stays, you know, very close by. So let me slide my pistol out of the way. So in this back compartment is where I keep the pistol. You got this pad here that goes against your back when you're carrying it. I unzip that, and I'm just going to show you how I normally I carry it unchambered. My method on carrying a gun chambered is if it's on my person, it's ready to go. It's chambered. Obviously, I just took it off and it was chambered. But when it's not on my person, it's not chambered. So that way, if you walk in my house and pick up a gun, that gun is probably not going to be chambered. It's not going to be chambered. I can actually tell you that. But if it's on me and you see me draw it out of a holster, it's chambered and ready to go. That's just my method. So that's the way that stays when I'm at work because I can't carry it. So when I get off work, going to stop at Walmart or do whatever I got to do or anything else, I can take it out and put my gun on, of course, on the weekends and stuff. But, and I have it, in the holster just like that. So I have that. I have my normal carry. Let me get this in frame for you, sorry. So there's the 10 round and the 12 rounder, which is what I carry on me. And then in here, I keep just some extra mags. I'll get to this one in a minute. This mag has a purpose of its own. I have 2 Glock 19 magazines. So that's 15 and 15 for 30 rounds. So I don't carry those on my person. This is what I carry on my person. But I just keep these in here just as backup bags that I hopefully will never need any of. But if I did, I've got 30 more rounds. And those are the same hollow point ammo. This is a 12 round Magpul PMag for the Glock 26. And you notice I've got full metal jacket. These are Fiochis. I believe these are just 115 grain. Reason I have these is currently summertime, and where I live at, there's a lot of snakes, and I'm in the woods pretty much any time that I'm not at work, and it's daylight, sometimes after daylight, hunting and just doing whatever I do down at my range. And you never know when you're going to come up on a snake that needs to be dealt with. Poisonous snakes is what I'm referring to. We have a lot of copperheads and cottonmouths, and federal HSTs aren't cheap, and I'm not rich, so I just keep a mag in this bag of full metal jackets. And this is my snake dispatching ammo. That's literally the only reason I have this mag in. Of course, in a pinch, that's very unlikely that you expended all of this ammo for some reason in a gunfight or whatever the case may be. I have an extra 12 rounds of full metal jacket ammo. So that's the way I carry all that. So the way I keep these mags is I line the bottom down here. So kind of like right here, I've got the 2 Glock 19 mags long ways, and then I put the 12 round one there. So I've got 19 mag, I've got 2 12 round ones, and then the 10 rounder goes in my gun. That goes in there, and that's it. And that's pretty much my whole bag. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Boring for most. I hope it's informative. If anybody's looking to put a bag like this together to carry every day, I might do a video one day on maybe my bug out bag or something if anybody's interested. It's considerably bigger. You could fit like 2 of these inside of it. But I just wanted to do a video on this. I've been looking at some EDC videos, and I just actually stumbled across some. I was watching some videos on YouTube, and I just saw another guy had an EDC bag video, and I was like, well, never even crossed my mind to do one of those on my bag. So I've been carrying concealed for about 8 years now, and I've had a bag. I've been carrying an EDC bag for about 5, and I've had this one a pretty good while. Probably not quite a year yet that I finally upgraded to a little bit bigger one. Like I said, I just outgrew the old one. Just too much crap. I wanted to have a screwdriver. I wanted to have an ink pen. I wanted to have a bigger flashlight, batteries for the flashlight, and it just wasn't cutting it. But anyway, I hope somebody found this informative. If you have any questions about any of this stuff that I carry, feel free to comment. I appreciate everybody watching, and like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if anybody has any suggestions for a video, drop those. I'm always looking, for suggestions. Maybe I'll do some more firearm stuff. I probably got some more firearm stuff coming pretty soon. So reviews and just showing off some different stuff that I've been putting together for my personal sale. But anyway, thanks again, and see y'all next time.